Alright, what's up, y'all? Steve Bailey here, telling everybody to go subscribe to Triggamantellemtv. That's Triggamantellemtv. Let's go.
Without thoughts, you can't accomplish anything or become anyone in life. Keep a clear mind, keep your eyes open, pay attention to everything, everyone, including us. Never make us wanna know why. Excuses are tools used by incompetence, and I do mean incompetent individuals to build monuments or nothing. Therefore, you are nothing. Dirtbag nothing. Who cheese nothing.
I want the money, yeah, I want the fame, but y'all don't want to work hard for this shit though.
You can tell these niggas wasn't no good hustlers in the streets, man. They done brought that old crazy ass shit to the YouTube, man, for real.
Haters in the bushes, what we call them. Join the member gang, super chat. Hit that IG before you hit the
Why is everybody trying to be a motherfucker?
Get the riches coming, get the dollar sign. Check out Triggamantellemtv, Black and King.
Cannot stress enough how much I don't give a fuck about what the next person is doing.
But like I keep telling y'all, man, being a real nigga is a way of life, man. When you a real nigga, you just be real because you know it's real.
Shit, so you'll never meet another nigga like me, I promise. They say they can kill you with hurry up. Cause my son and my nephew gonna murder some. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and set that alert. Don't be a hater your whole life, not your whole life, man. Hey, what's happening? Y'all know what it is, man. This is the Triggamantellemtv show. Better yet, the GMT podcast show. Grown man talking. And just because it's called Grown Man Talking doesn't just mean that it's a show for just men. There are many women over here. This is just a show full of panel of some men and some women. At times, it's just the name of the show. Over here, you are entitled to your own opinion. Over here, we can agree to disagree to agree. As long as you voice your opinion respectfully, and I do mean respectfully, you are more than welcome to this chat, man. I want everybody, if you have it, man, to hit the thumbs up button, which is the like button for you goofies who don't understand what I'm saying. Hit like button. Don't be a hater your whole life. If you want to show some love, man, my cash app is up to $Triggaman. Boy, I got some cash app haters over here. I just want y'all to know that. Cash app, $Triggaman. Join the member game, $4.99 a month, man. Super chat. Support the channel. Just don't be a hater. All we ask you do is do the free things like, share, and subscribe for shit show. How y'all doing, man? Is everybody okay? I see y'all coming in, man. Salute to everybody coming in. Everybody all right on this Monday night, man. I don't watch Street Outlaws and everything else. But tonight, we're going to tap in on the Micheal Oher situation with the adopted family. For y'all who don't know, if y'all ever seen the movie Blindsided, he's the left of the weak side, man, protects the weak side, which I believe is left tackle, man, played for Baltimore Ravens, and I do believe the New England Patriots, man. We're going to dive into that story when we get there, man. But I'm going to give everybody some time, and I'm going to take time out to take me a quick GMT Hood report spin around the hip hop world, man. First, I want to send my condolences. Yeah, that's right. I want to send my condolences to the godfather, man, of this hip hop world, man, of what, man. If we all know, his wife was tragically killed in a burglary, man. He has gone on to pass to glory, man. And usually this happened with old folks. Being married 54 years, man, when you lose your real, but your best friend and your partner, man, sometimes you die right along with them, man. So I just want to say RIP to the both, man. Beautiful couple, man. Well respected, man. And prayers goes out to any of their family members or people close to them, man. It's a sad story. That's a whole sad situation. Just think about it, man. That no life would have never burglarized that house and killed that old lady, man. This couple was still being together. I know what killed them, man. My great-grandparents like that. When my granddaddy died a year later, my great-granny was right behind him, man. It's kind of like a mind thing. So I just want everybody to drop prayer hands. If you in here, man, drop prayer hands, man, for Mr. Avant, man, and his wife, man. God bless him, man. On to some next news. The baby and baby mama dollar, man. We all know this was a trending story about him in the apartment putting her out, man. It wasn't that he was putting her out on the streets to be homeless or anything. She was just at the wrong apartment. The baby said, I got your own apartment that I pay for. Yeah, I got your own apartment that I pay for. Why are you over here at the man cave, man? You know, let's just be honest, man. You know, her brother got beaten at the bowling alley, man, for trying to come and defend her. Like, her brother got feel like the weakest man in the world, man. Dang, they jade me, and y'all all pictured up, which couples do. That's why sometimes you just stay out of your sister business, man, because you never know when she's going to run back to that person or how close they really are or what really just happened. It didn't even have to be because he didn't domestically assault her or anything like that. It was more of a, you in the wrong house. Why you ain't at your house? Why you over here at the man cave, man? So you know what I'm saying? Salute to them, man. It's good to see parents, man, still be able to co-parent and get along. Forget what the haters say, man. Y'all do y'all, man, and y'all be happy. Trigger man ain't gonna rain on y'all, hate on you, the baby, on none of this, man. I understand with the baby mama and the baby mama drama situation, man, for shit show, goddamn it. I done been young too before, man. On to another person, man, before we type into our main topic, man. You know, the baby mama, yeah, she's popping her stuff, man. Let's see what Maria, the scientist, wants her baby daddy Young Thug free, man. She quoted, now you, hold on, matter of fact, let's just play the video. Y'all know I don't mind playing the video. Hold on, let me just share this video. Hold on. Let's just share, see what she said. And I give my opinion. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button coming in, man. I'm giving y'all something to warm up on, man. Make sure everybody get in here before we talk and have our dialogue for the night. So hit that like button and don't be a hater, man. Support the cash app, all that shit.
Now, you know, I got a man. He locked up. Free my baby daddy. When I say free, you say thug. Okay? Free. 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 Free.
Look like, let's just be honest about Mrs. Scientist, Maria the Scientist, man. Say, what's that? 13 people, good job. Hey, hello, Mota. Let me get us one up out of here real quick before we start. It will be no ignorance in my chat on my content show. Get them up out of here. I know you ain't from Texas. God damn it. What's going on? Y'all having a problem with it? Hello, Mota. Let me get him out there myself. What's going on here? I got fired somebody. Let me see what my eyes in here. Hold on. Let me see what my eyes in here. D Rose, Miss Cynthia, Ross. What's going on here? What's going on here? Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Anywho, man, let's get back to the content, man. Don't nobody really just give a damn about this, man. Let's just be honest, man. Anytime anybody, let me turn on my camera for this, man, so the goofies can see me too out there. It's a distraction. Say, one thing I can't stand about somebody yelling free this and free that, usually they are the people who will tell on you. yeah. Everybody who free Thug or free Lil Rodney, free man, usually the ones that will tell or don't told on somebody, man. So when I don't want nobody yelling free nothing for Trigger, man, if I ever have to go to jail, don't do nothing. Just pray for me. Don't free me. Pray for me, because y'all probably calling the police and adding and sending pieces of lives of what I don't say here and what I don't say there. And she definitely need to be letting everybody know that Young Thug is her baby daddy or her man or whatever he may be, because she don't sound talented at all. I was like, what they judge music on now these days? Looks? I'm lost. What in the hell do they judge music on? Just looks? They build these women. Bible salute to that member gang out there, my monthly supporters, man, for shit show, man. Somebody just sent the cash app. I don't know who sent it, man, but salute to you for shit show. I just seen the $, man. I don't know what it was or whatever it was. It's all appreciated. I'm just saying, they just hire them for looks, man. I don't know, man. We can't make this up, man, but hope he get justice. And hope he do something right with his life if he happens to get free, man. On to the topic, man. Y'all see the topic. Micheal Oher blindsided by white adopted family, man. I put a question mark by it, man. Let me just start off with this story. Hold on. Let me put the picture up for y'all who don't know who we talking about, man. This was an NFL offensive lineman or offensive tackle, man. They made a movie for it. Y'all don't know him from football. Y'all definitely know him from the movie Blindsided, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. The movie Blindsided was good, but I knew it was some fuck shit in it, man. I'm just gonna get right on down to the point, man. I know white folks, man, and I know these type of white folks. Not saying they bad. I'm not saying these type of white folks are bad or anything like this, but I know these type of white boys who don't mind, goddamn me. If you trouble and you a good athlete and they see potential in you, oh, they put you in the best positions in the world to make it where you want to make it. I ain't lying. Y'all don't see this with black folks taking in white kids and doing this because shit is almost not allowed for a nigga to even have a talented white boy. Who, like it's not like you don't find those type of people out here, man. Like, let's just be honest about this, man. But it quiet as kept, man. I never heard any foul things for them, so I saluted these people and gave them the respect as he gave them respect, and as the movie showed. I felt like this was an authentic and a genuine relationship and familyship in there, man. But it was always in the back of my mind, just because I know and I got good common sense that, man, if he was a regular guy who didn't play football or basketball or hit a ball or dunk a ball or whatever y'all might want to call it, man, touchdown a ball or tackle a ball or block a ball, they would not gave a damn about this young man. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. They would not give a damn about him. I'm not, and that's not to say this is not a racist thing, man. I'm just calling it like it is, man. They would have not got it down, man. Now, this is what I don't understand about Mr. Micheal, man. All the years have passed and all this time have passed, man. I don't know if he's broke at this time and maybe he's not getting no money. He's seen how much money they don't made and saved up from being on this. As I'm not mistaken, I think they might be his management or whatever team or whatever. I don't know. Is he looking back at the checks they got allegedly for him going to Ole Miss? I don't know. But we about to tap into this news clip real quick. Who's ain't there, man? And the panel is open, just to let y'all know, man. Don't be a hater. Clip, please.
There are allegations that the award-winning movie The Blind Side may have all been based on a lie.
It really is shocking. This lawsuit filed today by the former NFL star who the movie was based on. The details here surprising to everyone hearing about this news today. Larry Ridley here now with more of the details.
Yeah, of course, we all remember that movie about 14 years ago that came out. Sandra Bullock won an Oscar for that performance. Yeah, the black former NFL player who was supposedly adopted by a rich white family out of poverty has filed a lawsuit in a Tennessee court. Micheal Oher, who was the inspiration behind the movie The Blind Side, alleges the Tuohy family made millions off a lie. Or the subject of that movie petitioned the court today with a 14-page filing saying Sean and Leanne Tuohy, who took him into their home when he was a teenager in high school, never adopted him. Or says instead of a few months before he turned 18 back in 2004, the Tuohys tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators and legal guardians, giving them authority to make money off his name. And he consented to that conservatorship because he thought that he would become part of the Tuohy family. Or also alleges the Tuohys made a deal that paid their family, including their birth children, millions of dollars from royalties from that movie, The Blind Side. Or got none of the money there and claims he just found out about this in February and says he was embarrassed. Now, The Blind Side movie came out in 2009, starring Sandra Bullock. She won an Oscar for that, and Tim McGraw playing Leanne and Sean Tuohy. The movie grossed over $300 million. Or says the movie would not have existed without him. Sean Tuohy responded this afternoon saying he would, of course, be willing to end Oher's conservatorship and what they were devastated by deny those allegations. So there you go. That's the latest there from the Tuohys and from Micheal Oher.
Extraordinary.
You know, even my teenage son, who, you know, wasn't around when Micheal Oher, you know, was playing college ball, even he's talking about this today.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, a lot of people have seen this movie, and so many people related to it.
Right. He went to college, went to Ole Miss, played in the NFL, and had a really good career. So really an unfortunate situation with those family dynamics there.
And you just found out about not being adopted.
Yeah, literally a few months ago.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Larry.
Now, if y'all have good common sense, I'm talking to you black folks, you African Americans, y'all Negroes, and y'all watch this movie, y'all know there ain't no way in the hell a black guy 6'4" and 250 to 300 pounds was that much of a punk or scared of any goddamn thing and from the hood. Let's be clear. It wasn't nothing gentle about it. And if you black, you know ain't no way. Like, where was this kid, mama at? Like, these the questions I asked when I watched the movie the first time. Where was Micheal Oher mother at? And to give you more, to show you how stupid Negroes can be, and how much scared of white folks they can be. Nigga, how in the hell you thought that they didn't make no money off this movie? Let's be clear. Like, where was your mind at? How did they have you this brainwashed to have a movie that made over $300 million? Over $300 million, and you didn't ask about a check? This is a prime case of a mental illness right here with this young black guy. He was a little slow. Let's just be real. He was a little slow. That's why they made him a teddy bear, because they knew he was a little slow. That was their kind way of painting a picture that he was just a fearful big teddy bear, when he was really a big, angry, slow guy. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like this ain't fucked up. What happened to him, man. You know, him being forced. But I know families like this. Shit. If I was in high school and my mama put me on the street, I always had a good white family I can go stay with. We even, goddamn me, make sure I was clothed. Why? Hell, goddamn me, you got a all-state running back sitting laying in your house. Ain't no telling where he gonna go. And if he need help getting there, shit, they gonna make sure I got help getting there. Never had to worry. It was times in my life, just because I can play football, that I didn't have to worry about a goddamn thing. And y'all know why? Because them white folks were making sure I was taken care of. What's up, Coach?
Well, with a tradition, salute, brother. You already know what it is. Shit, man, I'm kind of upset with Big Mike, bro, in a few different ways, bro. Cause I'm kind of like you. Why now? What's going on now? You talking about you just found out in February, bro? We 37 years old. See what I'm saying? We ain't 20. We ain't 21 years old, man. We 37 now. See what I'm saying? That's number one. And number two, man, I've been getting a little backlash because I said, even though the people, let's just say they got richer because they was already rich. The family was rich regardless, bro. The man sold all his restaurants for $200 million. So it ain't like they were hurting for money and shit like that. But let's just say they did get a monetary gain from it. Who cares? And the reason why I'm saying who cares, Micheal Oher, because, bro, they gave you a path to success. See what I'm saying? Even though we all know,
Coach,
I'm saying, hold on. Let me tell you why. Hold on, because okay, if some of the movie was true, and he said he was out there in the streets, he wasn't doing nothing. See what I'm saying? So if he wasn't doing nothing, they picked the dude up to put him in school. That's a path to success, bro.
Yeah, but let's not talk about let's not act like they just done this because they seen a black kid on the street. They looked at his size and they said we can make him a football star. That's exactly what the fuck they said. Yeah, let's be real about it, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm agreeing with that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that's why I'm mad, because it's not like
hold on, Coach. Let me shut the fuck up and let Coach finish what he said. Let me let my fit. Hey man, don't y'all be a stranger to that like button and that cash out button. Goddamn me for shit show. Go ahead, Coach.
Nah, I'm agreeing. Like we can't be naive. See what I'm saying? Because we all know the play. We see the play. We know the play. Like, okay, we know they ain't finna pick no Negro up from out the hood and say, "Who? Let me take care of you." We know we see this man is 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds. He's a blindside. We see this. We know what's up. See what I'm saying? So let's not be naive. He wasn't no baby when they picked him up. He was already a grown mentally man. And what I mean by mentally man, because if people don't know, when you out there in the streets as a little child, you grow up a little different. Your mentality is a little different. See what I'm saying? I know people be like, no. Yes, the fuck it is. Because when you out there in the streets as a little one, you doing grown folk shit because you having to survive. See what I'm saying? So what I mean by as in, if it wasn't for them, he might not be the Michael Oher that he is today. See what I'm saying? And let's not be naive. We all know they all benefited from the situation. See what I'm saying? Everybody benefited. Like that's what I'm tripping off for, bro. Like what are we doing? Who cares if they did that shit? What you tripping off of?
Well, it's suspected, bro. Like, let's not act like the world. I hate that the world shocked about it and shit. Like, and I hate to be like y'all might thought I was gonna take. I don't take neither side. I blame Michael for this, my nigga, because come on, bro. Like all them years, like you got some, you gained some sense along some kind of way, and you know these people were gaining money. You aware, you got good common sense to look and see that these people are being successful and got business and has more than what they had since you have made your success through college and through the NFL. Like, let's be real. And at the same time, coach, I'm like you. Like, who cares? But then again, we gotta care a little bit, my nigga. What we gotta care about is that this happens all the time in America, my nigga. So you know, it's not like this is just like some like people acting like this just something like, oh my god, this happens to a black star. You can go in every big city and find a school maybe and find a black kid and stay with a white family. It's not because they just took him in and felt sorry for him. It's because he was talented in something.
Yeah, you can go to whatever private school in America and find a few of them. You see what I'm saying? A few basketball team. You can find a basketball team, you can find a football team, you'll find a few of them. But man, one thing is just kind of, I guess because with this NIL shit, you know what I'm saying, with everybody making their monies off their name, and you know with
man, hold on, let me salute to my hold on. I gotta salute to these super chats, man, because Illis be my only super chat and cash out person along with Miss Parker Rise and two other people. Goddamn me, salute for the $20 super chat. He said they told him to get on that field, boy. Yeah, they did.
And see, this the thing though. Like, if you look at the reports about this family and you look deep into it, bro, they said that they had racist ways. See what I'm saying?
I'm
so
gonna
a lot
get
of
there,
stuff.
8-8. I'm gonna get there, 8-8. I'm gonna get there. Let me let coach work. We're gonna get there. Go ahead. My bad, coach. I'm sorry.
And then you know what I'm saying? Now, if you look deep into it, see what I'm saying? Reports came out where these people didn't have ways where everybody kind of knew, see what I'm saying? And they knew like, hey, they steered this boy to that way. And if you look at the reports, bro, if you go back, it's a known fact that in the states of America, bro, once you turn 18 years old, you can't be adopted. Once you turn 18, you can sign a guardianship. Right. So that's and see, that's why I'm blowed, because you 18 and you wasn't adopted. They made you sign a paperwork that was something different. So if you didn't read that, you supposed to be, because you know what I'm saying, you told the story about, hey, the blind side wasn't factual because they made me look like a big doofball, and I wasn't a doofball. I wasn't a goofy like that. I had some sense. So if you telling the world that you got sense and stuff like that, why you ain't read in? So I'm saying it's a lot of stuff like, dang, come on, bro. Like it's like what we doing? That's what kind of kidding me.
Because I mean, we gotta ask the question: has he went broke or something? Like these things that broke people do. Like, man, I know you got good common sense to know these white folks, man. don't got their piece off of raising you and getting you. Like they gotta get their back end for you getting through that school. Like you didn't get in there for grades. Like that's their automata, man. Like shit, you know, it favors done for you to get in there, man. You probably really didn't even have to be real smart in class. Like, and salute to the 63 people in here, man. Y'all don't hit that like button, please. Don't be a hater your whole life for shit show. Go ahead. What's up, Miss Parker? Salute Glagger and Parker. What's that?
Salute.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Hey. Were you done, Coach?
No, you know, I'm passing the mic. You know what I'm saying? We building. I'm passing
no, I wasn't
the mic.
trying to cut you off. I wasn't trying to cut. A couple things. You can be adopted after 18. You got up to 21 to be in a home, and they'll let you go. You can take on that family's last name. I don't know if it's in every state, but that is a fact. I've seen it. I watch a family on social media. She adopted several different nationality kids. She adopted her daughter's best friend while she's in college. The girl was 19 when she adopted her. She took on the family's last name. Now, as far as the reason why I think that now it might be an issue, because he's probably near time to pull his pension for NFL, playing NFL. And if you sign a conservatorship, you're probably wondering why there's a percentage of your pension being allocated somewhere else. So that is probably where his lawyer was digging up, because you got to have, when you deal with pension, you got to have your birth certificate. You have to have all documentation. That's with anything dealing with a union or any type of pension of any sort. And so they probably like, well, we need to get all this paperwork to start allocating your pension. And when they got it, they probably like, well, there's 5% going somewhere, or you're only privy to this certain type of allowance every month out of your pension. So now he's probably questioning where it's going to. So yes, I don't feel that's fair. Now, should the family, I feel the parents should have gotten, they should have been rewarded something for the movie, but to have cut him out when the rest of the family continuously gets residuals, now they get 3%, like 3.3%.
Yeah, they 7 million total. I think it made 300 million. They get 7 million. They make 7 million on the back end of what they were paid for the movie. The 250,000 in advance that they were paid.
Still continue to get million. Yeah, and they still continue to get paid. So that's what I'm saying. It's not fair to him that he gets nothing, but he was the commodity of the movie.
But why it's not fair to him? Like, this is a self-inflicted thing, Miss Parker. Like who?
Why can't they all get it? Why would the kids?
I'm just saying, Miss Parker. Miss Parker, listen, Miss Parker. If I make a movie about you, Miss Parker, right, your life and shit, you ain't gonna ask me, Trigger Man. So how much we gonna make on this movie about my life?
Well, this is what you got to still understand. The back end paperwork he probably had no clue about, as to where they're setting up their kids.
He didn't make a dollar. He didn't make a dollar. He's saying he didn't make a dollar off this movie, Miss Parker.
He did. Okay, this is what he got. They all got a certain percentage of when it came up. Like they got like 200 or 300 some thousand. They signed where it's like a point system. So as long as the movie continues to be sold, streamed, come on TV, they're still getting paid. He got cut out of that. He did get money when it hit the box office.
Is that me?
But the two kids and the husband and wife, they kind of like got shares, a small percentage of shares. That's how they were continuously able to generate after the box office.
Man,
but even to this day,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That movie is about me. Got my name on. Long as I got paid, like I don't give a damn really about the 3% that they made. But because I'm in the NFL, I don't got to my dream and shit.
Trust.
Like
that generates in your kids' trust, and it's your likeness. And he still could take them to court because it's his likeness.
Miss Parker, damn it, Miss Parker. This man has been playing in the NFL over what, 10 years or so? He don't play in the NFL over 10 years, man. What struck his mind at this time in his life to say, damn, I was fucked, and just to come out and blast these people, man. And I got the question out there, man. I see y'all. We finna get to what this got to do with this in a minute. Hold on, Miss Parker. Does it matter what race you are when you are adopting outside of your race, man? We got 57% to say no and 43% to say yes. We're gonna get to what they got to do with this, man. And the reason, let me just go on and say before Miss Parker gets the mic again. The reason why I asked that question, because it has something to do with what we're talking about now. It's almost like if you looking at what Michael's saying, like it's like he got blindsided. They blindsided him, they railroaded him, and this and that, man. And unless they adopt a kid from when it's an infant. Like anytime a white person adopts a teenage boy anywhere from 14 to 18 years old, I raise my eyebrows because I know that boy got to have some talent in something. That's just what I know about white folks. That's all. Go ahead, Miss Parker. Solution, G.
What I just said is what I just told you. The reason it possibly came up now is because he's of age to pull his NFL pension. You have to have certain documentation in order for that money to start coming to you. Okay, he got his lawyer. His lawyer probably got on top of it, researching and getting all the papers. When he got the papers, he probably saw where your pension says this certain percentage is only going to come to you per month, and it's in a conservator. That's more than likely how he found out. I don't think that man would have sat up and waited to this point, but now he's probably at the age where it's time for him to pull his money. Now you got to get all of these resources and this paperwork together in order to get your money. Now you realize that I'm not even going to get all my money because I signed off this conservator. I just feel like they shouldn't have done that to him because it's like you want to keep your stake on him. And just like these rappers and these artists, it's like you gonna always be a slave to that record label. And I feel like, okay, you gave your kids a certain percentage in the movie, fine. But why didn't you allow him to get his? Because it's his likeness.
Salute to Miss B. Hold on, Miss Parker. Hold on. I got show love to the cash out. Salute to Miss B, man, for the cash out. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
So, okay, just because he's saying that he was portrayed as being really slow in the movie, that still don't mean he ain't naive. When you fought so hard for yourself in these streets, nobody's fought for you, and you finally get with a family. It takes you years to trust them. You finally trust them. You think that they're in your best interest, so you don't second question what you think that they're going to do with your future. And that's probably how he looked at it. So when he signed that paper, they giving him genuine love, so it seems. So he probably was like, well, I shouldn't have to worry about reading it. He probably literally did go to court, but he probably didn't know he was going to court for a conservatorship over getting adopted.
Man,
but he probably had no clue. Just because they portrayed him as being extremely slow. That doesn't mean he's extremely
they did. They portrayed him as being a scared. They portrayed him as being a punk, a scared little kid, scared everybody, just scared, man. Hell, the boy was slow, goddamn.
He said, I'm going on
he's just telling the truth. That nigga is slow. Goddamn me.
Okay, then. So why is there such a issue with not believing that he probably did not know what he signed? If y'all really think that he is slow.
Common sense.
But see, let me say this. The reason why
this whole story is wrong. Like, where is his people at? Like, this ain't even how black folks operate. Like, where is his people at? Where is his real people? His mama ain't never his biological mama ain't never raised no hell. Is she alive? Like, what's going on here?
See, you trolling. I can't do this with you.
You know, she was
trolling.
I'm sick. Hold on, time out. Hold on, I'm very serious. Hold on, coach. Fuck that. Hold on, man. Let me check that shit right there. I'm fucking very serious, man. Hold on, y'all think I'm playing? I'm here to play around with y'all. God damn it, I'm not. All right, Miss. What the fuck was his mama at? Like, what black mama? Hell, you got the what's finesse 2 times with the little boy and shit. Even his mama came out the woodwork. Like, niggas don't do this, man. I'm talking like real life. Like, where is the nigga?
She might have, but she might be just as slow as him.
Or a crackhead one.
But let me say this though. This why I kind of I go astray with the documentation that he signed. See, a lot of people thinking that he just signed that because them folks wanted him. They also say he had to sign that because the NCAA was investigating him. It was an investigation going on because they were thinking it was fishy, and they was steering the boy to Ole Miss. So he had to sign the documentation. Now, when he signed the documentation, you got 15 different lawyers that's looking over and talking to you and doing all that stuff. So it's like, let's not. And he at the same time when he did that, this man was technically a grown man by the law. I don't care what damn state you stay in. 18 is a grown ass damn man. See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, come on, bro. We still like we doing too much.
Hold on, y'all. I'm finna fix Sean GM, but say you asked for it, Tony. So I gotta get it. Yeah. The Anything Impossible award, please. Michael get the Anything Possible award, man. If that nigga can do it, anything's possible. Sean G.
What to do?
What's up with you, my nigga?
Man, listen. I'm going to go ahead and be honest. What's up, everybody? Salute. Is that Waffles up there? Yeah. What's up, Waffles? I really don't have too much to say. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what we talking about.
Hold on, let me show you what we talk about. News.
There are allegations that the award-winning movie The Blind Side may have all been based on a lie.
It really is shocking. This lawsuit filed today by the former NFL star who the movie was based on. The details here surprising to everyone hearing about this news today. Larry Ridley here now with more of the details.
Yeah, of course, we all remember that movie about 14 years ago that came out. Sandra Bullock won an Oscar for that performance. Yeah, the black former NFL player who was supposedly adopted by a rich white family out of poverty has filed a lawsuit in a Tennessee court. Micheal Oher, who was the inspiration behind the movie The Blind Side, alleges the Toohey family made millions off a lie. Or the subject of that movie petitioned the court today with a 14-page filing saying Sean and Leanne Toohey, who took him into their home when he was a teenager in high school, never adopted him. Or says instead of a few months before he turned 18 back in 2004, the Tooheys tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators and legal guardians, giving them authority to make money off his name. And he consented to that conservatorship because he thought that he would become part of the Toohey family. Or also alleges the Tooheys made a deal that paid their family, including their birth children, millions of dollars from royalties from that movie, The Blind Side. Or got none of the money there and claims he just found out about this in February and says he was embarrassed. Now, The Blind Side movie came out in 2009, starring Sandra Bullock. She won an Oscar for that, and Tim McGraw playing Leanne and Sean Toohey. The movie grossed over $300 million. Or says the movie would not have existed without him. Sean Toohey responded this afternoon saying he would, of course, be willing to end Oher's conservatorship, and what they were devastated by those allegations. So there you go. That's the latest there from the Tooheys and from Micheal Oher.
Extraordinary.
You know, even my teenage son, who, wasn't around when Micheal Oher, was playing college ball, even he's talking about this today.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, a lot of people have seen this movie, and so many people related to it.
Right. He went to college, went to Ole Miss, played in the NFL, and had a really good career. So really an unfortunate situation with those family dynamics there.
And he just found out about not being adopted.
Yeah, literally a few months ago.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Larry.
Slow as hell, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button coming in, y'all. Smash that like button, y'all. Go ahead, Sean G.
Play that man. Nah, he ain't gonna get paid, bro. Cause regular, they give you some money, bro, and that's it. He ain't. I don't think they're gonna give him no money.
Well, it's not so much giving him money. He's just trying to get out of his conservatorship. It's just like with Britney Spears. Her parents are basically overseeing her money. So it's not that he won't get money. It's just they're not relinquishing him to be allowed to do what he wants with his money. So they can still make money off his likeness.
Oh, okay.
And he can, but he get a small percent. It's basically like they in a position where they can give him an allowance of his own money.
Right.
Salute to the super chat, Illis. Say, man, it's like this,
this
man.
my thing.
Hold on, because y'all got to answer the question too, man. Because we got a question that we got to be talking about, adding it into this dialogue, man. Doesn't matter what race you are when adopting outside your race, like in this stand from the top, do white people adopt black kids for a purpose? That's what I'm asking.
Not in all instances. I don't believe that in all instances. It's the same thing here. Black people don't adopt white kids for intention. I don't feel like all instances they do. I do agree with Coach when he says that he probably would have never been offered the opportunities that they allowed him to have because of their status and him being in the South. So they did give him that. But it's just like, to me, I'm looking at it like a record deal. They put paper in your face and be like, I'm going to sell you a dream and you'll never get it anywhere else. And when you're a child in the ghetto, what else can you do? You're going to sign it, but it might be a lifetime of you hanging on to them and they're never going to be off your back. And that's what they did. They didn't allow him his own independence as to where a kid gets drafted and they go up to be drafted. He already assigned the conservatorship before they drafted him. So they basically was doing all of the nay and saying in the background and he didn't even know it.
See, this why everybody need a motherfucking trigger man on their motherfucking panel. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I do question when white folks adopt black kids. Like, it's not, I'm not saying all the time, but 90% of the time I do question. Like, I wonder if it's a process in their head to where they looking at their feet just like slavery stopped. I'm just saying, like black people don't adopt white kids.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them are. A lot of them are, especially around here. I see it all the time and I read about it all the time.
Where?
Yeah, they are.
Where?
Go look at the research because you got to realize people
Where?
are running out of. Listen, people are running out of
Show
minority
me a
children
picture
because
of
now
a white family with a adopted baby right
I
now.
absolutely can. I absolutely can. It's a lady out of Tennessee. Her husband's a cop. Matter of fact, she was on Tamron Hall show. She's a black I forgot what personnel. I think she's an accountant. Her husband's a cop.
Thank you, invisible woman.
They've adopted every color of the rainbow. We got to stop looking at a tunnel situation. This is what's going down right now in the adoptive system. You have a lot of the same-sex marriages going in, getting any kid they can. So now they're getting any kid they can. So then you have women and not women, but married couples or single parents. They
So
end
what?
up working for the foster care system and working for that foster care system.
What happened though?
They on hold. All they know is, okay, there's a baby that's going to need a home. That baby is about to be born in about, like 10 hours. We need you to be here so you can be the first one to hold that baby. They get to the hospital. The baby could be Latino. The baby could be black. They don't tell you what color nowadays. Now, it's your preference if you adopt, but 9 times out of 10, if your heart is just one to adopt, they're gonna adopt any color because it's not like it was back in the gap when we were the ones not getting adopted. We're the ones getting adopted because you got all these same-sex marriages.
Hold on, Coach. I'm finna pay. I was just finna ask you, man, because you can relate to this, man. So I just want to give you the mic, my nigga, like to speak from somebody who's in this situation, like in life, like bro. Please, if you don't mind, out of respect.
Yeah, I ain't tripping, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I've been adopted twice. See what I'm saying? I've been in family adopted twice. But when it comes to that question, man, I just feel like it all depends on how much the bank account. If somebody got like $500,000 or more in their bank account, then your motives is a little different, in my opinion. Now, if you're a poor person and you're just trying to help, help out, then I think that they just doing it out of love and they just want to, help somebody out.
I agree.
But man,
I agree.
When it comes to that adoption, man, like I said, I've been adopted twice in family. My birth mom, man, she was a street person. She was a party girl. She gave me away to somebody she thought was doing good at the time. So I'm saying at the time she was, until she got strung out. Said she got strung out. By the time I really noticed what was going on, I was a street little dude. See what I'm saying? So I had to make up my mind at a certain age, at a certain grade, that like, hey, what I want to do in my life. So I moved down south. When I moved down south, I had to go through the guardianship program. I had to go through the adoption. I had to go through all that. So when, when he talking about, I don't know what was going on, I don't know this, I don't know that, I call cap. I call cap because the whole process, the process of when I came down south, I knew what was going on. See what I'm saying? Everything that was signed, everything that was documented, I knew what was going on. When I was playing ball and I had to bring a birth certificate and I had to bring this guardianship paper and all that stuff with my transcripts and all that stuff, with my addresses and all that stuff, I knew what was going on. And then being a curious ass little dude, see what I'm saying? Being nosy as an individual, I'm looking, I'm reading like, hey, what's going on? See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm calling cap, in my opinion, in my eyes, and me going through some of the stuff that he went through. Now, true enough, now I ain't go through the level of the richness. No. But I'm just saying the groundwork level of it. I went through that. And I know the ins and outs of that process. That's why I'm calling cap, bro. But like to your main question, bro, I just think
it's law to discuss these things. Like, but you know, this a rich family, so they probably got people in the system that they can bypass certain guidelines and shit, my nigga. But like I agree with what Coach said, man. Like rich people adopting black kids. Like I do question unless they from Africa or something like that. But American kids, I do question that. But and
Africa
I agree with you that a regular like shit, you ain't gonna get nothing but maybe a good soccer player out of one of them niggas though. But anyway,
but it still benefits them. I mean, because look what a lot of these entertainers do. They become ambassadors of these foreign countries, and when they become
cold
ambassadors,
blooded.
they sit up and adopt a bunch of kids from that country.
Right.
A lot of them do it. And so, yes, I do think that the status of the wealth does make a difference on how it benefits you to when you adopt these children, what they're capable of, or what the benefits of having them are, as to where when you're a middle class or a lower class individual just adopting a kid because you got a heart to do it. Now, one thing I will say, not everybody thinks the way you do, Coach. And that's what we have to understand. Everybody's logic is not the same playing field. And some people could talk slick but don't think worth shit. So even though he says he didn't like how he was portrayed in the movie, and his etiquette, I haven't heard him in these past interviews, but his etiquette might come off as though, yeah, they did play with games with him and he isn't that slow. It still doesn't deflect the fact that he possibly still trusted that family and he didn't read no paperwork. Now, you and I both know that when you adopt a kid, you got to keep, especially a minority, you got to keep paperwork on you all times. Especially nowadays, you got to keep paperwork in your purse when you adopt a child.
Can I ask you a quick question? Like looking at this family right here, you ain't ask yourself why? What they want with a nigga? Goddamn me, you ain't ask yourself.
I'm not arguing that. We already know what they want. Because what have white people done all their lives? They've stolen. And they profit off of what they steal.
He so looking at the top of her head. He looking at the top of her head like he know he get. I know you a fuck nigga. I don't see him.
Yeah, I mean they did. They did it with slavery. They did it with our music. They did it with a lot of the industries, the entertainment industry. They did it with the mob. I mean, the mob did it with a lot of the black businesses. Even when you had back in the days when you had people running numbers, it was us that was running numbers first. The mob came and evaded that. They take and they profit off of what they take. So that they did that young man the same way.
But see, I want to say why I should have a who cares? He should just wouldn't care attitude is because of the situation that the young man was in. And I'm speaking from personal experience. When you out there in the streets as a middle schooler, you don't know where you're gonna sleep at night. See what I'm saying? And you go from that to 2-3 years later into a household. I don't give a fuck what the alternative motives is, nigga. You should have an alternative motive too. See what I'm saying? Okay, hey man, these people got me. You see what I'm saying? So let me do what I need to do. I don't care if it was a family member that's rich. I don't care. Everybody has some type of motives behind it. See what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? He was at a stage. Okay, well now, bro, you got clothes. Now, bro, you can go play the game. I don't care if you got to share with this little Caucasian kid or not, nigga. You still got a game. You still can go go to places.
So hold on. Ron's asked Coach a question. She said, "So nephew, was you adopted by white people?" I'm just asking.
No, that I wasn't. I wasn't adopted by the Caucasian people.
So let me ask you this, Coach. Okay, say this. Okay, they done helped you. They done profit off the movie. They made millions behind you. Now you done played. They got injured. It's time for you to retire. It's time for you to draw your pension. When it's time to sit down with your lawyers and the NFL commissioner and the committee about how your pension gonna go, and you find out, okay, all the sponsorships you might have had during the time you played, you're only getting 3% out of them. As far as your pension is concerned, you're only getting 15%, and anything else might have to be wagered. You cool with that?
No, I'm not. No. Let me clarify. I'm not saying he ain't. But look, no.
But that's what
I'm not saying he ain't supposed to fight. But how he fighting, bro? You've been knowing that these folks been swindling you in some type of way for a very, very, very long time. So why
So did Britney
now?
Spears.
Why is you crying now, bro? Why? See what I'm saying?
So did
So
Britney
what you
Spears.
crying now for? You didn't live the good, but you didn't live that great dang on life. You still got a couple $1 million in your bank account. Why is you crying? You should just be doing this up under the table. Like, okay, now let me handle y'all this way. See what I'm saying? Y'all, let me show y'all. I done
Hold
learned
on,
something
man.
from y'all.
But
Okay, y'all didn't. Y'all,
conservatorships get ugly.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to say your real name, but I'm just gonna call you AD, and then you're a woman. Salute to you for the cash app.
But
Go ahead.
conservatorships get ugly. He probably didn't want it to go this way, coach. But when it's like this, a
but
14 page, I'm
I
gonna
know.
go and see if I can try and find that 14-page documentation. Because when you have tried to fight behind the scenes, now it's about your lawyers coming together. And lawyers gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna get in the mud and get dirty. He probably didn't want it to go this way. But why should I have to keep paying you? And why should you be able to want to watch my purse strings? That's the thing about it. I wouldn't trip on the money with the movie, but this is what
Okay,
I'm trying to get
invisible
you.
woman. Thank you. Appreciate you. I ain't want to say your real names. Appreciate you. Go
That's what
ahead.
I'm trying to get at. You keep saying,
But
well,
see,
what's a
Miss
couple
Parker,
million?
I'm. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, okay, bro, you've only mentioned, hey man, they played him in the movie. You've been kind of silent about this whole situation for a very long time. Even your recruiting process back to Ole Miss, where you had to go through their recruiting process, bro. You've been hush mouth about all this for the very long time. Your whole time, you've been hush mouth. Why you can't be hush mouth about this and do what you need to do behind closed doors? So I'm saying, like,
Because
we talk too much. We do too much
no, that
sometimes.
has
Like,
you're
why are
not
you
understand.
doing that?
Listen,
That's what my whole
we are
thing.
Man, I don't mean hold on. I
listen.
don't
This
mean to
is what
time y'all out. Hold on, I don't mean time y'all for just 3 seconds, man. I got haters in here, man. It's 76 people in here, man. It's like 55 likes, man. Y'all do that free stuff. It ain't the cash app or the super chat or the member game, man. It's for free, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, please. I'm asking y'all nicely. Don't be a hater your whole life, not your whole life. If you want to show love, then you super chat and hit the cash out. Go ahead, y'all. My bad.
we
Good
talk.
conversation y'all
Listen,
having too.
we're talking bigger money. When he went off to college, he probably was a little bit privy to what was going on. Now this man that played in the NFL, he's dealing with a team of lawyers. You don't control the lawyers. The lawyers control the situation. And if they got to get in the mud and get dirty about it, that's what they're going to do. And if people get that documentation and put, where'd y'all hear it from? ESPN. He might not even been the one to put it out there. But once
I
those
think
papers,
TMZ put it out there. TMZ broke the
ESPN.
news.
Okay, but I think ESPN was the first
I
to
found that on
even.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so once those papers are registered, there's nothing you can do. He didn't do that. He probably didn't even wanted to go this
But see,
way. He parted ways from the family after the movie because he didn't like how he was betrayed. That's the only time I ever know
but
him to
see
sit
this,
down and discuss it. So listen, and I'm done.
but me,
So this is why I
but me.
think that, hold on, and I'm gonna be done. This is why I think that we're just now hearing about it, is because if the man hadn't said in all these years that he been playing ball, now it's time for him to draw his pension. So now you come up with it. You gotta have this paperwork. Now the paperwork is surfaced. You had no idea that you were in a conservator, and now you find out because it's time for you to pull your pension. I don't think he just sat on it. I think it's time. You gotta have all that documentation when it's time for them to start paying you every month. And that's what I'm
So, but
saying. The
what
way we looking at it is different when you got money like that.
what I'm saying is, all right. I totally agree with you. But what I'm saying is, hey man, you was with them Caucasian people for a few years. You should have learned something from them Caucasian people. They do deals behind closed doors between their lawyers, and they just sit back and relax. It doesn't matter if you going from a black from if you a poor kid going to a black fam, I mean going to a black family and they rich as hell, you gonna learn their ways, especially if you dealing with them like that. See what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna use the black kid with a predominant black family. When that black kid, let's just say Will Smith, god dang on it, Will Smith, when he came from Philly, I know it's a TV show, but it's true enough. When he came from Philly, he went out to Beverly Hills. The Negro had to act different. He had to learn and had to live a different way. See what I'm saying? Including myself. When I moved down south and I got to these people's household, hey man, I got to learn a different way. I need to learn how to go this place. I need to learn how to pull up my pants because I'm around different people nowadays. See what I'm saying? So I learned different ways. If he didn't learn nothing from them Caucasian people on how they do closed door deals, and he's seen that firsthand dealing with his football career early in stage, then that's on him still. Like, I still don't give passes. I don't give
Okay,
passes when it comes to stuff
I'm
like that sometimes.
I'm not arguing that, but who's to say he was even around that? Who's to say they allowed him to be privy to that? Okay, just a prime example. They got this movie. They signed their kids to get shares. Do you honestly believe their kids knew? Possibly not. Possibly
Hell yeah,
did.
they
They're just like
did. Hell yeah,
Beyonce.
they did. Hell
Beyonce
yeah,
does
they
all that.
kids knew.
Okay, so Beyonce has all these songs. She didn't write them all. She probably only put one or two sentences, but she secured her kids by putting them in publishing. Why,
Hey,
even though they
hey,
adopted
hey,
him, why
hey,
when
but
he adopted?
let's be real.
Hold
Like
on.
they even kept his biological mama out of it just to make her forgettable. Like you gotta pay attention what went on.
So this is my thing. Okay, so you answered my question. So why would you think that they would put him in on his own business? Why do you think they would include him in? Okay,
But who?
because see everything you just explained, that's a part of ethics. That's a part of
But
conduct. That's conduct. That has nothing to do with business. That's how you
now, but
conduct
Miss,
yourself. But they could have been doing business behind closed doors,
now
and he
check
don't
this out, Miss
know.
Parker. I'm finna catch you with something though. Check this out though, Miss Parker. You know he signed more than one contract in the NFL. So if you have
Yeah, he was
lawyers to
with two or
goddamn
three teams.
right, but so I'm saying he signed more than one contract in the NFL. So if you sign more than one contract in the NFL, you had to get a lawyer to do all that, and the lawyer went over your paperwork, went over everything that you had to do. And if he had this paperwork that was over his head from way back then, the lawyer would have been seeing that. See what I'm saying? So like, come on, man, we doing that. That's why I'm kind of lost. That's why I'm calling. I'm not saying the whole situation is cap, but I'm calling cap in a lot of parts of it. See what I'm
Well, you know
saying?
what?
Like,
I want us to come back on this because I'm gonna find them 14 pages. And I'm gonna read those because them 14 pages because it's public now because that's how they was able to put it on the news. So I'm gonna see where I can find those 14 pages
but see,
and see what
I'm gonna say
they
this.
filed.
I'm gonna say this: when I was enrolling at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and I had to have all of my paperwork, everything. See what I'm saying? And it was sitting right there in front of me, and I'm sitting there waiting. I'm looking at shit. See what I'm saying? And if he's a football player, and one thing all damn football players is we curious. I don't give a fuck what position you play. You was a curious ass nigga for one thing. See what I'm saying? So he flipped and looked through shit. He looked through stuff. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm calling cap on certain situations. See what I'm saying? That's why I say some of the stuff that he went through up until to the pros and the richness and all that stuff. Some of that stuff I went through personally. So that's why I'm like, damn, bro, for real. Like, so you ain't been seeing this shit. You ain't been seeing the paperwork where the Tulip family is the name on that bottom of that motherfucker.
And
See what I'm
for
saying?
Dallas, you're right. And that could be it too, and that could be a conflict of interest.
Man, one thing a broke nigga and a nigga who ain't got nothing gonna ask about is his money. And anything that's being made, whether it's a movie, whether it's anything, any kid from poverty, if they don't know anything, they know money.
But sometimes they don't understand the language, and they'll sit there and act like they do. Like
All you
when
can do to a kid from poverty is screw him over how much money he really supposed to get. He gonna get some money. He gonna get some money.
But see, I
know that was a movie, Tony.
You know, I know I still sound harsh when I say, bruh, without them, I don't care their agenda. We know their agenda. Like this agenda been going back since slavery when they used to take them pretty light-skinned babies in and say, ooh, I'm gonna make this my baby type shit. It is my dog. See what I'm saying? It's been going back ever since we've been in hooks and chains. Bruh, when they took you in that path that they gave you, it was better for you than what it was. See what I'm saying? Because see, they settled you down to go to school so you can go to college and make that damn millions of dollars that you got in the bank. See what I'm saying? That you're not crying about. You're not crying about that money at all. You're not saying nothing about the millions of dollars that them Caucasian people help you make beforehand, help you make them cars and them apartments and all that good shit while you was at Ole Miss. See what I'm saying? You weren't crying about none of that shit then. All when it was glitz and glares and you was the all pro, it wasn't no crying. See what I'm saying? The only thing that you cried about when the movie came out a little bit after, you was like, hey man, that don't project me in the manner that I really am. That really wasn't true. And you ain't even go into to real detail when he did that. So it's like, bro, come on, man. You ain't even go into real detail telling everybody long time ago, hey, how these white folks are doing you. So if you ain't do that shit way back then, how a lot of us supposed to be like get behind you now like that? That's what's hurting me. Like, come on, Big Mike.
Well,
Now go, Big
contract
Mike.
money,
Come on.
but see, contract money be different too. Also, coach, contract money, he probably wasn't getting larger sum of money. When you're retired getting pension, your pension is different. Your pension is one lump sum. It ain't like, okay, I signed a $300 million deal for 5 years. I'm getting 100 something or 80 something million per year I'm working, or how much ever divided by 3
Right.
that 5 would be.
Right.
That's not, you're
And,
sitting down and they're like, we're going to give you $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month compared to where you probably had expenditures $300,000 a month. Because
right.
now this has to last you a lifetime. So the money changes how you receiving it. And I don't think it'd be different. A lot of people, another thing we not considering as well. He wasn't a highlighted name that had a lot of endorsements. Like Michael Jordan living off his endorsements. LeBron
Right.
James lived off his endorsements. He did not get that. Michael Vick could live off his endorsements. If you're not living off your endorsements and your sole check is that NFL check and they taking a certain percentage of it, or they're sitting there telling how much you should get every month, it make a difference.
But let me ask you this though, man, Parker. Okay, so when successful businessmen, no matter what profession they in, when they get a lawyer and they lawyer help them negotiate a good contract they first 1 or 2 times, they get trustworthy with their lawyer, correct?
But you always know the lawyer in the favor of the NFL.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, but they get trustworthy with that lawyer though, correct?
Yeah.
So that lawyer knows everything that's going on when it comes to your paperwork and your backstory and your monies and stuff like that. And that lawyer, to make sure that, hey, he or she's gonna make sure they keep their income coming off your dumb ass. They're gonna make sure they tell your dumb ass, hey, these white folk been taking your money for the last 10 years, or hey, sir, in 10 years from now, these Caucasian people might be taking your money. So that's why I'm still.
But why would they
I'm
tell you that
messed
when maybe
up.
they cutting you? Why would they tell you that when maybe they've been cutting you? They've been cutting that lawyer a certain percentage in order to make it in their favor. For one, that's one option. For two, who's to say he had the same lawyer every time he went
Hey,
to
y'all. Hold on, man. They even look richer from this picture to that picture. They even look richer, man.
Who's to say it was the same lawyer every time? And then not only that, who's to say they weren't cutting? Just like Trigger said earlier, this school he went to was the alma mater for them. They probably been sitting on the executive board of that school for that school board for years and putting money in and got donations and foundations in that school. Okay, so what make you think they don't have a relationship with lawyers in high places? Because a lot of times, what are these colleges, especially these Big Ten or D1 colleges? The coaches were NFL players, so it's who knows who. So it's no telling who these people knew. They owned a chain of different restaurants and sold out the restaurants. So I'm sure they network in their community. And I bet you if we look, I bet it was probably a conflict of interest, maybe once or twice passing with the lawyers as far as the family and as far as NFL. Now, what he should have done, because I agree with you, I'm not disagreeing with you. He should have been smarter. But what he should have done was went out on his own limb and got his own lawyer.
See, that's why I was gonna ask you. So, because I see the comment earlier when it said he just starting to read in 2023. Like, come on, bro. Like,
he should have went out and got his own lawyer.
I'm just saying, like, come on, bro. I'm putting a lot of blame on yourself, like, because see, that's what I'm saying. When I say I've had to. When I became a grown man, I had to make some decisions on my own and sign some things on my own. I had to sign away some things also. I had to, hey, now these people ain't that no more. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm still kind of jacked up, because like I said, a lot of the paperwork part that he talking about he didn't know and he was just dumbfounded too and all this and all that, blah 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 blah. Miss me with that because I had to go through the same shit. And I'm not the smartest cookie. I'm not the smartest cookie on the bun. I can tell you, I'm smart. I'm very smart, but I'm not the smartest cookie. But I know how to read, and I know how to. Hey man, I got my this is money. See what I'm saying? This is money involved. So I know, hey, just like any nigga, see what I'm saying? I went from a Negro to a nigga then. See what I'm saying? Like, hey man, let me make sure I get my money. Let me make sure. This me. See what I'm saying? These are my decisions in life. That's why I'm lost. Cause see, we always give these cuddled ass fucking grown ass men excuses. when they get somewhere in life, you like, nah, nigga, why you ain't been doing this shit your whole life? Now you get to be a grown ass man. You living in the real world because you ain't cuddled no more. Now the shit get hard for you. You crying out for help like a little baby. But you still got all this money. Stop fucking crying and handle that shit behind closed doors like them Caucasian people.
Do we
Man,
know?
man,
She
hold
got all that
on,
money.
hold on. Let's let Uncle Charles grab him. Like, Uncle Charles, what's up with you?
You know what? Let me see. Now I'm mad, Trigger. See, this is some bullshit. See, niggas need to understand, and I want to commend Coach for figuring out in life what he needs to do for himself. See, he went through something. He prevailed. He rose above. And see, that's a man that was thinking on his feet, that know what to do for himself. So I commend Coach for that. That's why I respect him. But then I can't help this nigga here. I can't help Michael Oher. Your big motherfucking ass. Let me tell you something. This is what make me mad, Trigger. You saw the movie, nigga. You saw the movie. You saw that white woman carry you around up under your arm like you a fucking sideshow. And you knew that shit wasn't even true. Nigga, did they let you eat their food? Did you sit at their table and eat their food? Did you sit at their table? Did you not take your big ass back there and sit on their toilet and take a dump? Nigga, did you do all that? Okay, none of that shit was scripted. That shit was for real. Let me tell you something, man. I don't feel sorry for this nigga, man. I don't feel sorry for this nigga. Look at Madonna, what she did. She went and got a black baby in Africa. Look at him now walking around here, looking like he dressed like a goddamn UFO. Look at it. And then he got long boots on with ankle and knee support. Come on, man. Come on, man. This nigga knew what was going on. Every time I look around, you taking pictures, hugged up on these white folks, kissing them off. When you kissed that white man in the mouth, all bets was off, nigga. All bets was off. You don't sugar that white man down, he's supposed to rob you. Yes, he's supposed to get all of your money after you don't kiss him in the fucking mouth. This is what I'm talking about, man. Niggas be knowing what's going on and they don't act until they damn near broke. And this is what's supposed to happen. See, the only reason he's suing that, oh, I got some sense now. Oh, you got some sense now that your ass damn near in love with these white folks, and they're gonna show you just what it is. See, let me tell you something, Trigger, I'm gonna say this in close. See, I'm a black man. I ain't always been a black man. I started out a black baby. And you know, when I first opened my mouth, I screamed, dad, mama, and then when I got sense enough to know what I was saying, then my daddy hit me in the motherfucking head with a Stacey Adams shoe. And then I knew I wasn't adopted. That's right. I knew I wasn't adopted then. I knew that was my real daddy. See, people need to understand something. Quit running to the white folks think they're going to save you. They're not going to motherfucking save you. They'll save your fucking ass, but they ain't going to save you. I'm going to tell you that right now. And that's all I got to say. I appreciate you letting me come on, Trigger. I appreciate the panel. Y'all, man, and I'm out.
All right, Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles crazy motherfucker, man. They hit him in the head with a Stacey Adams, man. What the fuck? Oh my God. D Money, what's up with you, man? Talk to me.
What's up with y'all, man? Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, man. Goddamn.
Where you been?
Oh shit, man. Y'all ready for this real black shit though? Y'all ready for the
Give me
real black answers?
Give me the real black shit, man.
They called the movie Blindsided. No,
yeah. He was
blindsided. Yeah, you should have called it Two-Sided in that motherfucker. Shit. These niggas talking about they won Oscars, Academy or whatever, the awards. The motherfucking mama, the daddy.
300 million. No, they didn't win Oscars. The actors won.
Sandra Bullock did.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm giving they ass awards too. The mama, the daddy, all of them. I ain't even surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised if they threw his ass in the cage and let the whole town come over there and look at him.
Well, I don't know. It like, bro, like I hate when shit happen like this because I wanted to say, damn, that family. Like, I looked at it. It's a good movie and shit, but deep down inside, like. I was like, man, shit, it's a good movie, but it's fabricated. I ain't never just look at it as all the way true because I know these situations. I know white folks and this and that, man. So, you know, it when I didn't look at them. I don't know. I'm not calling these people racist, man. White folks do business, man. I tell y'all that all the time, man. Over here, man. They believe in their blood too, man. I want y'all to know that, man. If it ain't their blood, it don't even goddamn matter, man. And anytime they allow somebody into their inner circle, man, it's business, man. Whether it's adoption, a friend, you stay in their house or they accept you as a family member, you are of a use, or you do something for them on the regular, or you're like a worker to them. It's a business situation with them. So I always knew that, man. But do I feel like that the family is wrong, man? And like, really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It's a fucked up situation, but at the same time, man, like we gotta be a little bit smarter. Like it shouldn't took this long for you to come out, because it looked different, man. And you don't always paint these people as saving your life. Like, these are the people who save your life, which is true. If you were sleeping out on the street, which is true, they gave you a bed, a meal, a car, swagged you up, upgraded you and shit. They just invested in their interest and got it back, man. Does this say that they whether they love him or don't love him? I believe they love him. Yeah, you gotta love him, shit. Because hey, you already knew what he was gonna make y'all life better. So you know, I believe they genuinely love him and love the bag in him too. So you know, this just a business situation, man. He should have done business better, as itself, whether he could read or not. Goddamn me, niggas know money, man. Like, I know that, goddamn me, if they make a movie about me, man, the first thing I want to talk about is the money, and I'm gonna go make sure I get somebody of my own to make sure that I get paid the right goddamn money I was supposed to, man. I was a little confused. I never seen a movie like this where they just disincluded the mother, like the mother wasn't nowhere around. Like, I don't even remember, was the mother even in the movie? Like, I haven't seen her. Like, she's just invisible. She's a visible woman right now. I believe. Well, what did he stay in the house with a bunch of people? I don't know, man. You know, but I can't really say whether they wrong or right, man. This like a equal fucked up situation. And far as does it matter, far as what race you is based on adopting and shit. I agree with Coach. I think Miss Parker did too. As far as when you wealthy and you are adopting a Negro, I wonder what was your purpose, man. If you're a regular, a middle class type person or whatever, a low class person, and then I see good in you, man. I don't think you're gonna be loved any different, but I do, as a black man in America, I am entitled and allowed to think, damn, I wonder what made them adopt a black baby, because hell, I'm not adopting a white baby, and I ain't racist. Shit, I just ain't adopting a white baby. Shit, if I'm gonna adopt, I'm gonna adopt something that look like me at least, and I ain't gonna tell them they adopted either. Shit, hell. So you know. Now, if I were going to adopt a 11 or 12-year-old little boy, the Trigger Man might be walking through there like he at the stocking yard, looking at their hands and if they muscular, like, do they got if they? I'll just say it, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all,
So
man.
why wouldn't you tell them they adopted?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you tell them they adopted?
Why would I tell them? Because I don't want them to feel no different. If I adopted them as an infant and changed diapers on them, that was my motherfucking child. It don't matter if I had to sign paperwork on the child or not. If I accepted that baby, what's the purpose? Like, that hurts kids' feeling when they find out that they whole life that they really ain't a part. That make them act out a little bit and shit.
I know
Man, I
plenty of
don't give
people
a
that's
damn.
done
You know
adopted.
what my
But
grandma did. You know, hold on, listen. This is what my grandma did, man. Her brother died, man, and he had married a woman who had a young baby at the time, man, and that daddy wasn't nothing, man. He raised that daughter, and she never knew, goddamn me, that she was never his daughter until my grandma got her ass up at the funeral and spoke and told that woman that how good a man he raised her, and she wasn't even his. That down there killed my relative. You
But see,
hear
that's
me?
the way. But see, you got to also know how to address it and how to present it. My mom's wasn't. My mom lost her mom at 3 weeks. She knew that wasn't her biological mother. That's the mother that raised her. But it's a certain
Man,
point
that's
in time.
white
Listen,
shit.
listen. No, it's not. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm
Miss
a lot of
Parker.
my friends have
Yeah, it
adopted. Can I
is.
finish? A lot of my friends have
She be
adopted
tripping,
kids
bro.
when they're babies, and they have told them the reason. Sometimes it's best to tell them when they get up in age. They might have ailing health conditions And it has nothing to do with your genetic. It has to do with the genetic of who raised them. So sometimes
Well,
they might need blood transfusions.
it don't matter any guy. It don't.
So,
Hold on. It don't matter any goddamn way if they would put up for a doctor. Hell, you don't know who the hell they goddamn mama is. So anyway it go, they fucked. The only
they
way
don't
that
know,
works
but
is
you
when they
can.
no.
Well, see,
The only
it's a little
time that
different
shit work,
nowadays
man.
too, though.
Miss Parker,
It's a little.
listen, Miss Parker, you look like cutting me out so much, goddamn it, you just don't want to listen, man. That shit, no disrespect, sis, but that shit is weird what you saying and shit, goddamn it. Don't no, like that. And you adopted a kid as an infant and you raise them, what's the point of telling them adopted and shit? And if they did have a medical problem, the parent didn't want them, so they ain't gonna be fair. How you think they gonna give them blood?
That's not weird to
That's
me
what you.
because
That's
I've seen it.
That's what you
No,
take them.
but
That's what
listen.
you take
Okay,
them to the
no.
doctor for, and see
Okay, never mind.
what that shit is for.
I agree to disagree. I just know too many people that have adopted as babies, went to the hospital. Some of them have relationships with the mother still, and they know the mother. They know that that's their child, but they're friends of the family, so they do see the child. But to me, it's about love. My mom. That's my
Well, in
grandmother.
that case,
Period.
you
And I
in
know
that
that ain't
case
my.
you in
And I know that's not
that
my
case
blood
you right.
grandmother.
We talking about a whole different situation. You talking about motherfuckers who
But
helping.
even
That's helping a motherfucker. That ain't really
no, I know
adopting. That's helping a
I know
motherfucker.
cases where
I'm from
I
the
know
south. I
cases with
don't know.
either
We from the
or.
south, my nigga. That shit is
I know
weird.
either or.
Yeah,
We got to quit
but
using that one too. See, we from the south. We from the south. We from the
Miss
north.
Park,
I know
Miss
either
Miss
Park.
or. I
Parker, you
know
tripping.
some.
I don't even know no nigga
Okay.
even think like you on that type of shit. Like
Miss
that's
Park.
Okay.
weird
I'm
to
Well,
I'm
you
me.
just
I'm gonna
might
tell.
not have met
I'll let
one
her
because
know.
I know plenty that have adopted as babies. And even if they don't know the person in the system or they do know the person in the system. But if you
You
don't
know
know the
how a
person
kid
in the system,
find out
that
that he
system still has
adopted
that
in the family.
documentation.
You hold on. You know where I'm from, how a kid find out that they are adopted when they get into it with one of their relatives and they fight and they say that's why you adopted because they don't heard grown folks say it to another grown folk.
Yeah, but see, they talking about conservatorship. Why they ain't become the parent guardian? You know what I'm saying? Why they got to go with this conservatorship shit? You know what I'm
Because
saying? Why they?
conservatorship can carry over to you an adult.
It's
That's
a
just like what Britney
business.
Yeah,
Spears dealing with her parents.
yeah, it's business, and that's all they think. You know, so at the end of the day, I get an academy to the motherfucker in the movie and the motherfuckers in real life because they was all acting. Shit,
And see, it go
all of
both ways, Trick. Trick, it can go both ways. Just like you said that people tease kids on the schoolyard about being adopted. I've seen situations where the kids been resentful towards the parents because you don't tell them they adopted and they really want to find out their biological family. So it go both ways.
But kids don't give a damn about that when you don't raise them all they goddamn life from
No, some of them
before. That's
do.
the only
Yes, they
mom, the
do.
only mama they heard. Man, trust me,
Yeah,
I
some
know
of them do.
personally. I know personally.
Okay, and I
I
do
know
too.
personally. I
It's
know
not like a
personally.
majority. It can go okay, and it could go both ways. It can go both ways. Some are resentful that you don't. Some are resentful that you do. But I'm just not gonna sit here and say that it doesn't happen. It does happen, and it go both ways. Yeah, some kids can tease somebody on the schoolyard and be like, "Oh, you adopted." As a kid, I would hear that, but I'm damn near 50. As these kids coming up now, I see so many people that I know and I see so many people in general throughout social media, throughout my travels, where I live at, off skirts of where I live. It's so common that they adopt kids. Now, a lot of these kids know they be adopted, even as
Man,
babies
kids,
coming home.
Miss Parson. And babies, man, motherfucker. If a parent ain't told them that they was adopted or put them in that type of business and shit, and they believe they is a part of that family and they being raised by that by this family and their parent, they don't give a
Look
damn
at
when they
Stay Quiet
18.
and said,
Goddamn me, man, I don't give a damn what they say, man. I don't know no niggas like y'all, man. Like real talk, man. Like I'm serious and
but
I'm
that's
being
what make us
respectful.
all different.
I like I don't know no nigga. That shit weird to me, man. Like I don't
That
know
makes
no
us
niggas
all
like
different.
y'all.
No, that makes us all
Don't
different.
nobody raise no kid to let them know they was adopted. Shit, that's their kid here. They paid for them diapers and them school supplies and them Christmas and them
And you
birthdays.
still
Nigga,
tell
you
them
ain't
that
adopted, you
no,
mine.
but you still tell them that you and they still are yours. They are yours. My grandmother was my grandmother. That's the only mama my mama knew. She
Miss
never
Parker,
disrespected her or
and
nothing.
you
She
raised, and
loved her
you
to
my
death.
mama, and Miss Parker, you were my mama, and you don't raise me. You got me at the adoption agency when I was 7 months old, and you the only one I ever called mama. Even when you tell me that ain't gonna make me love you no less. I'm gonna ask you, why did you tell me? Shit, I don't give a damn about that shit.
It don't make anybody love me any less. My mama didn't love my grandmother no less. If anything, she appreciated it because I know both sides of my family. I know that grandmother and I know because what happened with my mom's mother died at birth. So we never had a bad favor with the family. So I know my mom's biological mother side of the family. My grandfather remarried again. My grandmother adopted my mom. That's the only mom she knows. So I know that side of the family. They're both my grandmothers, but one is gone. They loved us just the same. And see, that's another thing. We have to consider the circumstances. It's not sometime always your mama got rid of you or your mama was an addict. My mama and mother died. My mama was 3 weeks old when her mama died. She never knew her mama, but she knew her mama's siblings. She knew her cousins. But my grandmother was who my grandfather remarried.
Man, only thing people want to know when they find out they adopted, anybody look like them, goddamn me, the niggas I know, goddamn. I want to do I look like my real mama or whatever. Nigga don't give a damn hell about meeting them if they want to meet them. Goddamn, it's to ask them either why did you do it, what were you going through, or goddamn me, look at me now, mama. Shit, you left me over and I don't made it. I just wanted you to know. Shit, that type shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Everybody different. Like I look at Chili when Chili went on Sally Jesse Raphael. She wanted to find her daddy. She found her daddy, but her mama told her that her daddy was dead. Her daddy wasn't been more dead. So every
I don't
kid
know.
different.
You know that what makes this show though, because everybody entitled to their own opinion. Everybody different over here,
But
man.
we ain't gotta
And
be
this my
weird. Why you
sister.
call us weird? There's
Listen,
some people that agree with you want to chat in
man.
with me. We not
I just
weird. We
don't
just
like
different opinion.
I ain't never heard like these kind of like people, black people think like some of the like the majority of black people out here on YouTube be like. I be thinking like not you, but I be thinking that a lot of people are a little slow and shit. They look at me like I'm slow. I be like shit, like y'all. I don't know. I question their living abilities, not for financially and shit, just their upbringing and who they really are. Because a lot of people portray to be something when they on this app and shit that they from this and that, man. And I be knowing about some of these areas and shit, man. And I ask myself if they really from that when I hear that, because I don't know family that do these type of things. I come from a real family strong base, man. Hell, I got relatives and shit that's being adopted and shit, goddamn me. But hell, it was something that probably they just heard later on and shit, or we were making fun of them or shit. That's how they found out. But they don't look at themselves no different than us here. They are blood for, and that's my blood. It's the way they look at it. So I don't look at no kids. I don't know any adopted, and I know a lot of adopted people, man. I have never had an adopted friend that even gave a fuck about who his mama was or what she looked like or where he come from. Shit, hell, I don't ask these questions. And all of them have said the same thing. Shit, my mama right there in that house, that motherfucker who raised me all my life. That's my mama.
And that's how we are. It's the same outcome. It's just that we know, but that's still my mama. And it just so happened when in your situation, they end up teasing them about it and they find out about it, but it don't change how they feel. That's still their mama. It's just that we're informed, but that's still your mama. That's still who raised you. That's still who bathed you, clothed you, fed you, helped you with your homework.
And
And
I
they
don't
still
mean no.
respect
Hold
that.
on, and I don't mean no disrespect to y'all by saying this weird. I'm just saying it's weird, man, in a respectful way. Like that shit weird. It's odd. Let me use it's odd for y'all
Okay,
out there,
better
man.
word.
And if you
Better preface of word.
and if you ain't never hit my like button, a cash app, or super chatted, or joined the member gang, I don't give a fuck how you feel a thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean and every region is different, but now up here up north, a lot of people are adopting. They are adopted big time. Um, I just know a lot of my family. One of my cousins, she was helping the girl while she was pregnant. Went to the hospital when she delivered the baby to take the baby home. Now, whether or not she'll tell her she adopted, I don't know. But knowing my cousin, I think she probably would when she gets of age. And you tell them delicately. You don't be like, "Girl, you adopted." You know, you just sit them down and be like, where babies come
Shit, it's
from, and
all
you
the
explain
same.
to them.
It's all the same, goddamn it. When you tell them you're adopted, goddamn, it's still a heartbreaking situation. Damn, I ain't really a part of this family all my life. I thought I was a Hill or a Parker. Like, damn, like shit. I'm just saying, it's all the same. They still gonna have the same reaction.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Then they gonna
Not
start
all
thinking
of them.
about the times like they felt like they were mistreated or something. Like maybe
But you
that's
don't get
why shit.
mistreated.
That's where the hate comes.
Well, you see it different from me. I just put it that way because I've never seen it that way. Some kids have brightly told me that they're adopted, or that's my adopted parents, or I appreciate them taking me in. Nobody else took me in, or I could have been. So we look at it from different sites. We know
That's
different sets of
because Miss
people.
Parker, they do that because they friends usually with the family or they know the parents or know the family and shit. So of course they let them know that they adopted and this and that. Most of the time they are friends with the motherfuckers that they parents that they have adopted or they relatives and shit. So of course they tell them who their mama is and that they adopted.
Well, in the case of my mom, my grandfather remarried, and you have that too. You have people that die at birth. So every circumstance different. Coach, you back?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hey, I want to say something, man. I'm gonna tell you how I found out, man. I found out from playing football, playing
How'd you
part ball.
feel?
I was fucked up, man. I was fucked. Now the second time I knew, you know what I'm saying. The second time that was more on me, so I knew what was going on. But that first time I was fucked up. See what I'm saying? I'm what 10 years old? Yeah, I'm 10, 11 years old. See, I'm
So
thinking you thinking
what did they say to you, Coach? Like, and y'all see what Invisible Woman say? She from South Carolina. She say down south most of the time we don't say nothing. That's what I know. So that's why I be asking. Like, we from the same areas, Invisible Woman. You ain't from Texas, but you definitely from the South. I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead, Coach. How did you? What did the kids say it to you, or did the coach say it to you?
Nah, bro. You know how you go take your own birth. You take your birth. I was signing myself up to play football. My mom was out there bad and said I was out there practicing. They tell me, "Hey man, you want to play football? We need you on team. We need you on team. We need you. Go get your birth certificate. Go get your birth certificate." See, you know, nose ass nigga. You know what? See, everybody know where hidden shit at. You know what I'm saying? From their parents and they as a kid in their house. See, I knew what shit was hid at. I went and grab my birth certificate. Shit, it was in an envelope. I knew goddamn gonna go on a football practice. I'm reading that motherfucker. I see the names. Names ain't adding up. Whoa. This ain't the same name. See what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. Yeah, I'm crying and everything, bro. I'm heartbroken.
But see, it's how you
I'm
found out,
devastated.
and that's another thing that you should have never found out that way.
But Coach,
That's what I'm saying.
why
You have to sit a child down.
Coach, why was you heartbroken, Coach?
Because man,
finish what you
because
saying.
that said you thinking that's your mama. See what I'm saying? You thinking that's your mama, like your whole life. That's mama. Everything mama. You cry, everything is mama. Now, true enough, at the time she was down bad, but that was still mama. Like still to this day, that's still mama. But it everything in me was fucked up, bro. And that's when I started real deal rebelling even more. I was sliding that way a little bit because of the situation I was in and the people that was trying to take care of me and shit like that, trying to make sure I was eating. But I slid even more. See what I'm saying? It was over with then. Cause then I'm like, hey man, the person that supposed to love me been lying to me. So fuck everybody. The only people that's been telling me the truth.
And see, you feel she lied to you, but who you feel really lied to you, her or your biological mother?
Her.
Okay, so then do you feel like you would have been better off if she would have sat you down like a few years prior to and delicately told you? Because either way it goes, you wanted to play sports, your name was gonna be you were gonna find out your last name was different. She never changed your last name.
Would you rather not known at all, goddamn me, because you felt like you was a part of that family and that was your mom.
Honestly, my last name was different the whole time. See what I'm saying? But you know, with black families, you know, that shit that don't mean nothing. See what I'm saying? I don't mean nothing. You feel me? So when I found out, man, I honestly still to this day wish, and I'm glad that I know, but I wish I would have never known. See what I'm saying? If that make any sense, because it's still a part of me that still got that pull back. Yeah.
Like that's human beings, bro. Like them the
Yeah,
people I
bro.
know. I don't know nobody else who would want to know. Everybody don't say the same thing. That's why I asked you that question, Coach. Everybody I
But see,
talk to
I'm
that
gonna tell
been
you
a
this.
doctor say the same fucking thing.
When I got grown and I got in the military, and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. When I got grown and I got in the military, man, and just with all due respect, and I first body, and I came home, that's when I was even more of a different animal. So then I can have conversations. The conversations, I was cold hearted, so it didn't hurt. It was more understanding. So I set my biological down. Even I knew it. So I'm saying when I found out what was going on a couple of years later, when I got towards coming down here, when I got down south, that's when I'm asking questions. I'm curious, I'm fucked up. But when I got to that stage in life, I sat her down like, hey man, what the fuck? Now you kept 1 and 2, but you kept 1. You got rid of
Now,
2
see,
and
that would
3. You
hurt.
kept 4. See what I'm
That
saying?
would
That what
hurt.
fucked me up. See what I'm saying?
That would hurt. I get
Listen
that.
to the numbers though. See what I'm saying? You kept 1. You kept number 1. You got rid of 2 and 3, and then you kept 4. So what the
My
fuck was
homegirl
wrong with
like
2 and
that.
3? See what I'm saying? So I
Yep,
had
that
to
was my
answer all the
homegirl.
questions like, what the fuck?
So that I get.
But
I
then
totally get that because that my homegirl resented that because same like you, it was the first 2, she was the third. Her mama gave her up and then had another one, and she didn't find out till later in adult life. When it's a situation like that, I absolutely do not agree with. So I can
But
understand your
Coach,
resentment.
can I
let
ask
me
you
say
something,
this.
Coach?
Okay,
Hold on,
let
Coach.
me
Let
say
me
this.
ask you something real quick. Go ahead, Coach.
No, I will say this. When I found out the situation and I really understood and I looked at where I was, what I was in life, I was grateful. To this day, I'm grateful for everything that happened because everything that happened, I'm one of the people, everything that happened for a reason. But I look at the situation like I told what I was saying when we were talking about Michael Oher, and I was like, hey man, if them Caucasian people want to picture the punk ass up, then shit, you wouldn't be where you at right now. I'm like, that's how I feel. If mama wouldn't have did that to gave me the mama, and then the mama wouldn't have got dang been fucked up and I got loose from mama and went downhill down south, see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be in position I am today. I wouldn't be the man that I am today. So that's why I look at shit like that. Like, say, hey man, everything and everybody benefited from the motherfucking situation. See, everybody.
So, Coach, let me ask you something. I don't know. I'm just asking. Did your adopted parents know your mother?
Yeah, all family, bro. Everything was in family. Like I said earlier, man, my adopted mama, man, at the
And
time,
it's sad to say that, man. I know a lot of families like that to where like your situation. I know a lot of people personally like that situation, but they still got a relationship with their real brother, they brothers and they sisters and shit, man. But somebody the mama
facts.
couldn't
I'm
take
talking
care of
about
all the
strong.
kids because she was having so many kids that the family just started taking them and shit. Hell, I got a play sister like that right now. She just
And
like
that's
that.
what my grandfather raised a bunch of my grandmother's nieces and nephews like it was their own. But they identified with their siblings. They knew who their biological mother was and who their biological grandmother was. But they still referred to my grandparents as mom and dad. And I see KK said the same thing I said for health history. But I didn't think about what you said. You got to fill out that paperwork, and that paperwork got to have medical history, especially when they're going to school. So,
If you're adopted and you don't know, it don't matter any goddamn way. It don't
Invisible, I
matter.
want to ask
Only
you a question, Coach.
your history is when you got with them. That's your medical history. When you got with them, hell, they can find out your blood type and shit at the doctor. They don't need your parents'
It could be
information to
more
feel
than that,
like
though.
now.
You could end up with,
Now,
it could be more than that. Crohn's disease.
you want like, damn, can I get to it? God damn. Shit. Go ahead, Miss Parker. Shit.
No, if I want to know what, I'm just saying certain. All
God
I'm
damn,
saying
I
is,
can't even finish. I'm finna get to there, goddamn me. I can't even
okay, go
goddamn
ahead.
me finish my
Okay, go ahead.
motherfucking words around here. God damn. Go ahead. I'm good.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
Because you just going off of blood, and I'm just saying there's other diseases
Man, I was
underlying.
about to get there. Goddamn it. You just hush and let me finish, ma'am. God
Okay,
damn,
sir.
man. I'm through. I'm through talking now. I don't even want to talk no goddamn more.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm
God.
sorry. I just.
You been doing that the whole show, woman.
I'm sorry.
Man, she hell, man. God
It's
damn,
been a
man. I
good
can't
show.
admit.
It's been a good show.
Yeah, man. She damn, God damn.
It's been a good
Shit.
show.
God, hey,
You know how I
she's
get
killing
heavy.
me. Hey, she killing me up here, y'all. Like, God damn, can I get to it, man? I'm trying to get to my point. She just finishing my sentence and shit out. Like, shit, can I get to that? God damn, I'm gonna work my way around. I told y'all. But God damn, Miss Parker, God, let me shut the fuck up. Y'all go ahead. Shit. Like, God damn, man. Like, that's the only like that's the only reason people do want to know where they from, to see if they come from a history of high blood pressure or cancer or anything like that. Like, that's the only reason. They don't give a damn really to meet their parents and shit like that. Don't nobody give a damn about that shit. Nobody give a damn about having no relationship or really even having a kumbaya conversation about how I made it and shit. Goddamn me. Hell, love don't even work like that. And salute to everybody who hit that like button tonight, man, and don't super chat it and don't hit the cash app. It ain't too late, goddamn me, to do none of that shit, man. So join the crowd, goddamn me. Send your $5, your $2, whatever it may be, to the cash app, or just hit the like button. Subscribe to Triggamantellemtv. Coach Dude Sports, man, who up here with us talking and dialogue. Y'all catch his sports show, man. He been having lately. Y'all subscribe to him. Y'all drop Coach Dude link out there, man. Y'all support the game, man. Y'all subscribe to Brazy Chopper Media, Audio Crack 22, SLK did it, man. King Guys, Kimbo Greedy 214, and Pooh Black, man. Y'all subscribe to the gang, the speaker box, man. Queen 88, the real Queen Nika. Double Up TV, man. Just don't be a hater your whole life, not your whole life. Authentic life. Y'all drop them links out there, man. Hit that like button, man. Support the channel. Stop hating, man. Go ahead, y'all.
Let me say this though. I mean, one thing about that situation, man, and I'm speaking from personal. You split up the brothers and sisters like that. It takes a minute for them to grow that bond. See what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, sometimes you might think like, hey, some sisters and brothers might think, hey, brother A grew up with a silver spoon, not knowing brother A was fucked up, and then brother A might be thinking that, you know what I'm saying, C and D and was living good. You feel me? So it's just things like that you know what I'm saying, that it fucks up shit. But at the same time, man, when you get grown and you start having shit of your own, you start living your life, man, it comes to a point to where, hey man, you need to ask questions, and you need to build and mend some bridges. Now, some of them bridges I never build back. Like you know what I'm saying. We had a discussion one time about the fathers, and I was talking about my dad, and I'm like, man, I never build that bridge. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me to this day. You can talk to me all you want to about, hey, you need to get with your dad. Nope. That shit gonna go in one ear and out the other. This ain't even gonna go in one ear because I'm gonna shut you down off top. See what I'm saying? But before my biological mother passed away, that was my round. I talked to that lady every single day. See what I'm saying? Because of she felt a certain way. See what I'm saying? And a lot of that shit get passed over because, you know what I'm saying, the parents sometimes had that resentment, like, damn, I let a baby go. See what I'm saying? I let this go, I let that go. See what I'm saying? So when I graduated and with basic training and AIT, she was there. See what I'm saying? She was like, hey, you out of my 4, 1 gone, and the other 2 ain't graduated from high school. The other 2 ain't did blah 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 blah. So you the only one. So she started taking more into me. And I'm seeing it. I'm at the time, you know what I'm saying, I'm not naive, I'm not dumb. I'm like, hey, yeah, I know what it is. But at the same time, that was a relationship that, hey man, I needed to have. See what I'm saying? So it's just some of that shit, like I said earlier, man, some of that shit, man, I understand, but some of it I'm like, man, whatever.
Hold on 1 second, Coach. Say, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Miss Cynthia, man. I forgot to shoot what's up, Miss Cynthia, man. Miss Cynthia being in that kitchen over there cooking, man. She finna start doing lives on her channel, man. So y'all, if y'all ain't subscribed, everybody in the game should be subscribed to Miss Cynthia. If you ain't subscribed to Miss Cynthia, man, go there and set that notification and subscribe right goddamn now, just like everybody else links, man. Let's go, y'all. My bad, Coach.
But see, like I said, man, that's like, I got biological brothers from both sides, but the niggas on my street, the niggas on the streets, they way more closer to me than my brothers will ever be. I mean, we cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's a difference. See what I'm saying? But and that's the fuck shit that comes a part of all that shit, and not telling the kids and not helping the kids out to know. See what I'm saying? Like when they babies, I can understand. Once they start getting to nowadays is third grade. You see what I'm saying? Second, third grade, these little youngins is knowing shit. See what I'm saying? Let these little dudes and these little girls know shit. See what I'm saying? So they won't grow up and be, when they find out, that shit fuck you up, bro. And I'm just being honest. When I say I turned into even a more little monster, bro, I was fucked up. And then, nigga, this the 90s in Cleveland, Ohio. See what I'm saying? So it would get it shitty. See what I'm saying? And I didn't have no guidance. The lady that I would think, you know what I'm saying, thinking that was mama, she was already fucked up. Didn't I get this too? So it's double broken love. It double fucked up. It's a double whammy. See what I'm saying? So, it's like I say, man, it's just when you get older, you still need to learn. You still need to know how to read and write. You see what I'm saying? You still need to know some shit.
Invisible Woman, just go down below and you see that $sign where people been super chatting, hit that and it'll give you the option to join membership.
For shit show. I'm gonna thank you in advance for joining the member gang. Yeah. Salute to Audio Crack Man for sending me the $5. He sent $5. He said $5 challenge, cash out challenge, man. Salute to you, bro, for shit show.
Well, in essence, as far as this is a good conversation. It's been a good conversation.
Been a good live, man. Y'all don't, man. Let me salute to y'all, man. All bullshit aside, man. Y'all know I fuck with y'all and I respect y'all, man. Y'all, we go like gang family over here. We always together, man. For shit show, man. I always enjoy when we have these good conversations and dialogues and can relate to this and debate with each other respectfully and laugh and shoot the shit with each other, man. So I appreciate Miss Parker, Coach Dude, Uncle Charles, and D Money, everybody who done came up here and put in their input in it, man, for shit show.
Always, brother. You already know how we rock. Miss Parker, I love you. Little big head ass.
Miss Parker, that hey man, I have the best shows. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I have the best shows with Miss Parker and Jalen. Goddamn, them be my best shows with Miss Parker and Jalen, man. Goddamn.
Where Jalen at tonight?
I don't even know where Jalen. Nah, relative might be at work tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was. It's a
but Miss Parker, let me ask you this: Do you see why I'm kind of like with some of the situations?
Hold on. Salute to Tony M, man, for your $5 on the cash out, man, for shit show. Appreciate that, bro. Go ahead.
But you see why I'm kind of with some of the situations in it. It's not the whole thing, and I understand the money aspect. Trust me, I understand. Like, hey, bro, you need to get it, nigga. That's your money you deserve, especially if it's your pension, nigga. That's hard earned work, bangs and bruises that your big ass took. So I understand that, and them Caucasian people ain't take that for you. See what I'm saying? But I'm just more like when it comes to certain things need to be done behind closed doors because it makes sometimes it makes the situation worse when we open up and when it comes to shit like that. See what I'm saying? And I just think like he made this situation a little worse. See what I'm saying? Do you understand why I'm kind of
absolutely. No, I do. Because like I said, a girlfriend of mine walked in the same shoes as you. She was that middle child that was giving up. She couldn't understand as to why. And even to this day, but see, let me say this. When the experiences of the people that I know that were adopted, they weren't placed in that situation, nor did they find out through a grapevine. So I think that makes a difference. But when you allow a child to not know and they find out that the other siblings were not giving up, that's really bad because my homegirl, she over 50 today, she still struggles with it. She got a relationship with her biological mom, but her and her adopted mom is still closer than close. But she still struggles with the fact of wanting to know, and I don't think her mother ever told her, why was it me you gave up?
Right.
You know, out of all of them, and then you had one after me. So I can absolutely understand. Now we come to find out that was this man's situation, and his mama kept 2 or 3 of her other kids and didn't keep him. No, I have no mercy on him. But in another sense, I still don't have no problem with him taking that family to court. You know, just to
Right.
get from under them. I don't think he's trying to get money. Now, if he was trying to get money, then I have a different outlook. I just think he's trying to get up under the conservatorship of them being able to know his business. And by all rights, I feel like he does have that. He has that right to do so. That's the only thing. I don't feel like he need to go after them for monetary gain.
Now,
I
see, let
think
me ask
that
you this though.
How
Now, let
old
me ask
was
you
he
this.
when he had that contract signed? How old was that nigga, man?
18.
18? Now
Yep.
tell me if an
17.
18-year-old gonna read some motherfucking contracts. Just straight up and understand them motherfuckers. This nigga
well, not
barely out of
even
high
that. If
school.
okay, but if he understood it,
Me?
if you have so
Hey,
much
my
trust in a
grandma
family
taught
member,
me at 6 years old to read every goddamn thing before signing, man.
Shit.
I ain't gonna
You
even
know the
lie.
fucking right.
And she was probably the
but
best
then not only
lawyer
that,
in.
okay, but the language is going to be different. So you got to ask questions. And I hope they wouldn't lie to you when you ask questions. Like they'll use certain legal terms instead of regular terms when it comes to the contract. So if you ask questions, you got to wonder, would they tell them the truth on what that legal lingo means, or would they lie to them? Okay,
Right.
now,
So what
okay,
if
well,
what
with
if okay, what if you got the contract? He 18-year-old, he got the contract, and then he don't even know what mean all the terms and a user is this, and you know how they give you the
an
definitions of
instrument,
everything
and
at the
see, that's
beginning, but
right.
he
And
don't know. He halfway through the paper. He forgot. Goddamn,
well,
shit.
well,
He
I
didn't
said that
forgot.
too.
He ready to go play football.
Well, I said that too, but shit, look at Britney Spears. She was 30 years old, damn near, when she signed it. I think a lot of it deals with trust. I think he trusted that family. I think
That's
he
where he went
trusted
wrong.
them.
That's where
I
he
Okay,
think
went
he.
wrong.
no, why? Okay, I got a question there. I got a question there. I did money. How he went wrong from trusting them people, and them people just gave him a way better. That man never thought about dream. He dreamed about going to like Six Flags and Dollyville and all that type of shit. Bro, they had that big ass dude on all types of shit, bro. I could come on, bro. Let's be for real about this shit. And see, I'm
All right,
saying that
all right.
because I'm saying that because when I moved down south, bro, I went to Six Flags, nigga. I went to Jazzland, nigga. I went to goddamn on Niagara Falls, all types of shit, bro. Living with my peoples, bro. And they well to do off. So I benefited, even though they might have benefited monetarily too. Because when I got older, I found out, hey, they was getting a little change, and hey, I understand, hey, y'all taking care of me, y'all feeding my punk ass, y'all clothing my punk ass. So I'm saying, I think about all that shit. Niggas don't be niggas. A lot of us be so ungrateful. I was grateful for the
Okay,
situation.
coach, you right.
You see what I'm saying?
That'll get you to sign the contract that
Right.
he grew up with him, trusted him, he came out, signed the contract. It was like, oh, they wouldn't harm me, because you wouldn't believe they would harm you at the end of the day. So guess what? You come back 30 years later talking about, oh, but you know what, now that I think about it, shit, now that I think about it, you do got to secure that NFL bag before you try to go fight something else. You got to secure that first bag before you go get that second bag. Because if you try to go get that second bag and you still on that rookie motherfucking contract, you might not win that motherfucker.
See, what I was saying earlier on the process, the bruh signed like 3 contracts. You know what I'm saying? He signed some
Oh
big boy
shit,
contracts. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bruh been
shit.
signing contracts for a long
You
time.
can't take
So
the
he just
pen
been
out this
signing.
nigga hand.
So he
The
been
nigga,
signing shit. I'm just signing shit. I'm
man,
just gonna sign my life away.
man, just on the whole dialogue tonight, man. Yes, it was Parker Tell 'em TV tonight, man, and Coach Dude Tell 'em TV
Shut
tonight, man.
up.
Yeah.
But shit show, man. Say, man, great dialogue, man. I don't mean to stop it, man, because I know we're gonna come back to this, man, because this story just beginning. So y'all know this finna be a shit show. Y'all know news finna be on it, man, just because of who it is. So we gonna stay on there, we gonna dialogue, and we gonna see where we were wrong and where we were right on some of these topics on our will. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right, but as far as our opinion, which ones in favor and shit. Anything you want to say, D Money?
Man, read your contracts, man. Don't. Man, I don't give a fuck if you don't give a damn if you don't know what half that shit say, man. And if 10 of them motherfuckers standing around your ass with some paperwork, don't fuck with it.
Nah, for shit.
I'm gone. Salute.
Salute. Appreciate you, fam. Goddamn me, Coach Dude, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, man. Y'all drop Coach Dude link, man, and Brazy link out there, man. They content creators, and man, my boys ain't at 1,000, man, yet, man. So Coach Dude on his way, Brazy on his way to 500. We trying to get Brazy to 500. So y'all make sure y'all drop their links. Go ahead, Coach Dude.
Hey man, I just want to don't nobody tell y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. I love y'all, man. Every day above that dirt is a blessing, no matter what. Stop all that stress, man. Much respect, man. I'm out. Roll damn time, baby.
Yeah, for shit show, man. Salute, Coach. Love you. Goddamn Miss Parker, what's happening?
Good show, and I'm gonna try and locate that paperwork. I really want to read on that paperwork and then give an update on what's going on with it, and
we gonna come back to it. I'm gonna let you know that's your field, so we're gonna let you do it, man. And when you get all what's going on, we're gonna come back and talk about it again.
Did you get that screenshot I sent you earlier?
Yeah, I talked about it coming to RIP to Mr. Avant, man, the Godfather, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I RIP'd him the first thing I did coming in the show.
Okay. All right, salute to you. I'll holler at you.
Salute, man. Miss Parker, man. Sis always come up here and do her thing, man. Appreciate Miss Parker for shit show, man. She always come up here and make sure she pull and challenge her brother, man, and make me better, man. Jalen does too, man. Audio makes me better, man. Coach makes me better in some of the stuff for his opinion, but me and Coach see a lot of things. And like Big Pressure, man. I like dialogue with Big Pressure too. But anywho, man, great show tonight, man. Appreciate anybody who don't donate it to the super chat or join the member game, man. If you don't support it, the $5 cash out challenge tonight that Adios started, man. Salute to you, man. I appreciate the donations and the love, man. No broken love tonight. I can't say y'all was on broken love tonight, man. So I just stayed on live, man, to regular time. So I appreciate y'all, man. We go live, man, Sunday nights, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights, 10 p.m. to 12:10 p.m. So for y'all new over here, set that notification. I always be looking for us. Catch the day lives, man. Usually they happen at 1 o'clock. But with that being said, man, thinking cultivates the mind, opening up new roads to highways across the world. Without thought, you can't accomplish anything or become anyone in life. Salute, Wrestlers, Mom. Never make an excuse. Excuses are tools used by incompetent. Yes, I do mean incompetent individuals to build monuments of nothingness. Therefore, you are nothing. Dirtbag nothing. Poo cheese nothing. Salute Miss Parker for the $2 super chat. Goddamn me. Most important one of them all. Know the limitations to your body and the unintentional grass of people and things. Before you start dreaming. After one day, yes, I do mean one day, your mind will come a self-cynical thought of many negative things and many negative thoughts. It's been fun. It's been great. To the ones who ain't hit that like button, subscribe to none of my people or this channel, man. Didn't donate to the $5 cash out channel, didn't super chat, didn't do nothing that was supportive, man. If you were wondering if I hate you, I do. If you're a cartoon character in the beginning, you definitely need to be a cartoon character in the end. Because how you start is how we gonna finish. I thought replacing me would be easy, but now we know finding another vibe like mine is totally impossible. Y'all will never meet another one like me, I promise, man. Y'all know what it is, and I'm up out of here. Let's go.
I gotta keep on.
You gotta keep on.
They gotta keep on.
We gotta keep on.
All night,
walking through the valley of the shadow of death. All the kings and queens gone, ain't no royalty left. Pledging allegiance to the flag, spilling blood on our white tee and Black Lives Matter while we still ain't free. They say the devil walked the earth just to kill and destroy. You gotta think about your actions, man. Life ain't a toy. Just count your blessings, they gon' hate it. Gotta watch out for the snakes, they only come around just to eat off your plate. They say the dope game crazy. Rap game tripping, rappers dying every day. Say them ops call them slipping. Campaigning for elections till niggas feel disrespected. Niggas checking deposits that leave them leaked up, injected. Look at the money, ain't it funny? You can't take that shit with your closed casket at the funeral. Face on the picture, we know you watching. See you looking, niggas stay in the bushes. Don't you make it make sense, my niggas? Keep on, keep on.